Painting is the highest form of art, 0%. All art is propaganda insofar as it has propositional or representational content, 22.2%. Artists try to produce beauty, 33.3%. Theater is the lowest art form and philosophers should never talk about it, 0%. Popular art, or art for the masses, is often cringe, 22.2%. Anything can be art, 33.3%. Anything is art that is framed as art, 22.2%. Today, what is art is defined by the art market and arts industries, 33.3%. The category art will be meaningless in a utopian post-capitalist society, 0%. Art involves the agentic manipulation of aesthetic frameworks, materials, and/or affective relations, 44.4%. Art must involve a permanent object of some kind, whether a video, song, or drawing, 0%. People who have hard lives make better artists, 11.1%. Artists are representatives of their culture, 44.4%. Being an artist is like being a shaman, priest, or other spiritual leader, 88.9%. Anyone can be an artist, 88.9%. Only those identified as such through specific societal, historical, and contextual frameworks are artists, 22.2%. Art is a Eurocentric / colonial / modern concept, 44.4%. Forms and styles of art can belong to individuals, 22.2%. Forms, styles, and modes of art can belong to cultural groups, 55.6%. Artistic practice can exist outside of capitalist modes of production and exchange, 88.9%. Making art can be compulsive and involve no formal training, 88.9%. Making art is technical and involves highly specialized skills, 33.3%. Art has value outside of art markets and industries, 88.9%. Artworks have an aura that can't be reproduced technologically, 11.1%. Art has function in society, 77.8%. Art is political when it points out problems with society, 22.2%. Art is political when it expresses and represents the aesthetics and/or experiences of individuals with minority perspectives, 22.2%. A primary purpose of political art is to disturb, challenge, and intervene in dominant paradigms of reason, sense, and power, 44.4%. Art can exist and operate outside of politics, 22.2%. Artists are conduits through which the ideas and aesthetics of their contexts and conditions flow, 44.4%. Artists are discursive agents who reflect upon and critique their contexts and conditions, 44.4%. Artworks materialize discrete logics of the real, 11.1%. Art reveals essences and truths about the natures of existence, 33.3%. The art should be separated from the artist, 33.3%. Good art is defined by the aesthetic pleasure of those who experience it, 11.1%. People who are uneducated about art tend to prefer representational styles, 11.1%. Ethical and deontological frameworks are interesting and useful ways to analyze art, 33.3%. Ethical and deontological frames are impossible to apply to art, 11.1%. Ethical and deontological frameworks may be applied to modes of production through which artworks are made and consumed, 44.4%. There is a difference between commercial art and art that emerges inherently from human experience and activity, 44.4%. Art has content. It is largely representational, symbolic, and or referential, 66.7%. Some elements of aesthetic appreciation and quality may be universal, such as symmetry, complementary color schemes, or vaginal shapes, 66.7%. Aesthetics help individuals and groups recognize and locate themselves in relation with others, 100%. Artists should be ethical about how they are representing their subject matters, 44.4%. Philosophers can help artists be more ethical, 44.4%. Art uses representations to help audiences determine their own ethics and decide proper ways of living, 33.3%. Art is a mirror held up to society, 33.3%. Everyone should have access to art, e.g. through public, free museums, theaters, etc., 88.9%. Everyone should have access to the means of making art, e.g. drawing materials, film cameras, 77.8%. Some artists are themselves doing philosophy, 100%.